after a defensive slip by the Palace. No chance for John Jackson in the Palace goal. The score 1-1. And then within about a quarter of an hour of the match left, there came an incident which brought play to a halt for several minutes. Another Palace attack. A shot by Wharton, which apparently went into the side netting. But apparently the referee, Mr. Judson of Hartlepool, had awarded a goal. He was back in the centre spot, quickly surrounded by protesting Forest players. They persuaded him to go across to talk to the linesman. This Mr. Judson did, and after a quite lengthy conversation with the linesman, he went and examined the goal. Eventually, after several minutes, he changed his decision. It wasn't a goal, there weren't any more in the game, and so the final result was Palace 1, Forest 1.
In-swinger. Kid there, it's a lovely one.
A lot of men in front of him. Best, beautifully turned. From the law, that time it must be in. At last they got it. Dennis Law running beautifully. Dennis Law there, and the ball is still there. It's free. Dennis Law, and he's scored. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Linesman again flagging on this side, but of course the final decision is always with the referee, and if the linesman sees anything, he's got a flag. And now Perryman. Peters. Oh, it goes in. Down he goes, and that surely has got to be a penalty, and it is a penalty. That was a very good piece of refereeing. In fact, Mr. Smith delaying that decision until he saw whether the ball finished up in the net, because he felt that it was a penalty offence when Gilzean was brought down, and then when it went wide, gave the penalty. But now it becomes a battle between Martin Peters placing that ball and John Jackson in the Crystal Palace goal. Here he comes, and there it is. Absolutely no mistake about it. The perfect penalty from Martin Peters, and it puts Spurs into the lead. McCormick to Birchenall. Nicely inside for McCormick. Perryman to cut it out. Coates. Oh! And Blythe and McCormick knocking each other's out. And Chivers to tuck it away for the second one. Well, that really was a chapter of accidents in that Crystal Palace defence, with Blythe and McCormick knocking each other out, and the ball running loose for Martin Chivers. Turning again, Gilzean just getting a foot to it. Chivers to knock it down for Perryman. Gilzean. Flick through there, and will it go? No, it won't. Perryman again, playing with Crystal Palace, and Mallory to really hammer that one. They toyed with Crystal Palace once, twice and again, and then out it came to Mallory. A fine goal for Tottenham and their third. And when Mallory hits them, they really stay hit. And nobody could testify to that more than John Jackson. And there's the final whistle. And on the evidence of the second half, comfortable and a well-deserved win by Spurs.
Selhurst Park, where Albion in yellow kicked off in the bottom of the First Division's clash against Crystal Palace. The crowd were chanting for Palace, but it was Albion who went ahead after 35 minutes. The scorer, Tony Brown, and that was the score at half-time. The ball was punted ahead to Gould. 2-0, and that was the final score, leaving Crystal Palace still at the foot of the First Division.
Bobby Killard, right in that goal mouth there, the corner coming up, and Bond's going for it. And Kruger! He scored! The young lad, 17, playing in his first game, 7 minutes gone, and a rocket-like shot that gave Jackson no chance. What a start for him! Delighted. And there's Redknapp going in. What a terrible mistake there in the Palace defence, as Jackson and McCormick looked at each other, and Redknapp very nearly nipped in for what could have been a second and killer goal. Bonds now, letting one go. And again they looked and waited, and Robson was there very quickly. A nice little chip towards Billy Bonds, and he scored a second one. 2-0 Billy Bonds, and Crystal Palace defence was in ruins. Taylor doggedly trying to stay with Billy Bonds. Bonds a little cross, and Clive Best to goal. Number 3, Clive Best.
Green is underneath it for Palace. And the free kick given against Eddie Moon, taken very quickly. Magnificent goal. And Tony Taylor laughing all over his face. Green. Big John Hughes. Referee letting it go, and rightly. 3 to put it back to. Craven's on the far post. Hughes might go in alone. The life of a goalkeeper, John Hope, absolutely shattered. Long ball again. Well taken by Green. Hope going the wrong way. Well, as I said, everything going for Palace. Jerry Green really a bit lucky there. John Hope left totally stranded. Crowd hungry for another goal from Palace. Hughes chased by Woodward. Clear trip by Woodward. I don't see that he has any right to complain at all. It was so blatant, it was untrue. Hughes wants to set himself up and does! Oh, what a goal! Reese. Hughes. Badger, Reese, Dearden, so simple, Billy Dearden the scorer. McCormick, he played that rather well, referee judging it wasn't dangerous, and he scored!
Clark's made a run towards the near post, and he's making it again. McCormick only as far as Lorimer. Oh, and a goal! Peter Lorimer in off the crossbar, then the post. Free kick to Chelsea. Again, these dying seconds of the first half. But Palace have fought very well in the middle of the field and at the back, and made these 1 or 2 very promising threats. So that's Jackson's view. Hollins jumping over it, Hudson chipping it, Hollins going on, and McCormick nodding it sideways, but only as far as Osgood, turning it back again. And Jackson, no, a post, and it's Hollins who finally puts it in. It's Hollins who finally puts it in. On the very stroke of half-time, Jackson just failed to off the post, and Hollins to ram it in.
Now Webb, a touch off to Hudson, and now for Cook.
A low one this time towards Garland and towards Webb. He had time to think Garland, and that's number 2 by Garland. Webb had his chance when it came across low from Cook. Couldn't make it count, but Garland could.
Willie Wallace going to take this one. A low one.
A back heel there. Blythe, then he makes it count. Bill Blythe. Well, there haven't been many smiles for Palace this season. Blythe, a lovely smile and a fine goal to give Palace a little bit of hope. Really hammered that one in.